I was muted. Love you, my darling sis. We are here. Okay, I'm waiting till everyone comes in. Give it a second or two so you can come in. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to have some fun today. Okay, we're going to have some fun. I'm here. We're going to have some fun today. Today we're going to be doing some powerful decodes. Today we're going to be doing some powerful decodes. Thank you for being here too. All right, when everyone comes in, we're going to get started. Love you guys. We're gonna be doing some decoding today. Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. 1 minute and we'll get started. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Before we get started, let me do some roll call. All right, roll call. Unika, welcome. Avion, welcome. Pyramids, Operation, Sammy, Chanelli, K. Wright, Merlin, SDL, J. Welcome. All right, guys. So before we start, right, I gotta tell you guys this. Watch this. Let's see if I can give me 1 second. I gotta tell you guys what happened to me this morning. Nini, welcome. Black Girl Magic, welcome. Okay, let me do this really quickly. Okay. I just don't know if it's gonna play because for some reason. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to me this morning. Okay. And I'm gonna show it to you. So this morning, right? My spirit, right before, let me take this off. Hold on. Right. Okay, before we start, can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me really well? Press 1 if you can hear me. And guys, you know I'm about loving each other on this planet. We all have an equal right to this planet, and we all have an equal right to live. Thank you. We have an equal right on this planet to be on this planet. I don't give a damn what color you are. We have an equal right on this planet to be here and to live here. And we have to show each other grace. Okay? We have to show each other grace. Okay? Grace today. Right? Let me just say hi to the new people coming in. Okay, so Mark, welcome. First Mind, welcome. Regina, welcome. Tennessee, welcome. Jay, I think I said Jay before. Welcome. We love you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Black Sunrise family. Okay? All right, guys. So before I got started, right? My spirit, and I tell you guys this, like, I'm not religious, but the ancients used to use, how many of you know how to travel using music? How many of you know how to travel the information highway using music? Press 1 if you know how to travel, if you know how to use sound, music to travel the information highway and to get and to pull out knowledge that's there. Okay, if that's not something you know how to do, I'm going to have to teach you guys how to do it. Okay? ABS. Okay, Ida from Sweden. Hey, love. Oh my God, I haven't heard you in a while. Welcome. Okay, Ida B, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, vibration. Okay, today's live stream is not about that. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that another day. Okay? I'm going to have to teach you guys how to use music to travel and to pull information out of the information field. That's not, you see, things like this, I don't like to do publicly, not because I want your money, because, you know, I don't care. By the way, before we get started, group session is tonight. Group session is tonight. You know how it goes. If you can pay for it, just pay. It's $30. If you can't, just email me. Hey, Renetta, I don't have it. Can I be there? Absolutely. And if you just be honest, if you have some, you say, hey, Renetta, I got $10. Can I be there? Hell yes. Okay? Okay, so next month's training, next month's group training, there's a reason why I don't like to put certain things out there in public, right? Because it's not good. I'm not one of these people that, you know, believe that you have to do initiations to keep secrets, but I do believe some things you just don't put out there. Okay, because people are, you know, there's a lot of people who have lost their souls. You know what I mean? Yes, but not just, no, it's Jay, you're on the right track. It's through the mind, but it's more like it's through the spirit. When the, you know who mastered this? Beethoven. Beethoven mastered this. There's an African guy who plays the oh man, uh what's his name? There's an African musician. Let me look him up. Who African classical music. Hold on. He's West African. He's another one. African classical music. Let me look him up. It's this guy. This guy, he's a master. This guy. But there's a famous African guy. Okay, Sundiata Keita. That's his name. Sundiata Keita. The Kora. That's it. Thank you, K. Wright. By the way, K. Wright is very knowledgeable. Sundiata Keita. Kora music. Okay, so Sundiata, I hope I said his name right. He's West African. Sundiata Keita. If you want to listen to someone who knows, and the other ones too who can do it are the Sufis. Jay, Jay, you got it. You understand what I'm trying to tell you. Gambian, yes, ABS. Okay. The other group of people who know how to ride the information wave using music and their spirit to pull out knowledge are the Sufis. Okay. So these are the three people I know of. I'm not saying there aren't others. Another one who knows how to ride the information wave through music was Beethoven. Okay, Ludwig von Beethoven. Okay, and I don't like classical piano, but him, not that I could name anything, but his music, you could tell the ether, SDL, you got it. He knows how to, when you listen to his classical piano, you can tell he's riding the information field and he's not pulling out those notes from anywhere. So there's an information field around us, okay? And that goes into what we're talking about today, part 2, right? And that information field, there's the ancient information is in there. Now, when the information field becomes solid, are you guys listening? When the information field becomes solid, like a rock, like sand, like a tree, is anyone on earth today? Okay, the information is translated into different medium. So you have to use a different medium to extract the information. You following? There's a reason why the occultists, at the highest levels, why they all live underground. Did anyone catch that? Where do you pick up the most of Earth's resonant field? Is it on the surface or is it underground where it's trapped? And it's trapped for how many years? Billions of years. Now do you understand why they're so powerful? Why do you think that the most powerful weapons, ancient technologies, why do you think they keep them underground? The sound pillars in India, yeah, I almost forgot, the Dravidians and the Hindus were masters at cymatics. If you look, the ancient Hindus and the ancient Dravidians were masters at cymatics, because when you look at their buildings, it's only cymatics that could create those perfect spherical, not spherical, but perfect object in alignment. Each one in the exact alignment as the other, right? Why do you think these the most powerful of the powerful of the powerful of the powerful, why do you think they live underground? It's not only because they fear sunlight. No. You know why they live underground? Because the history is in the atmosphere down there. It's charged. Why do you think they manipulate from underground? Maldek was advanced in music, and I guess their oxygen came to Earth. As Earth is the only planet with sound. Geometric symbols, that's what I was looking, the phrase I was looking for. Geometric symbols, that's all cymatics. So it's sound on an object. And then when the object, and oh, sorry, I almost forgot, the Persians were also masters at this. Let me show you Persian architecture. It's going to blow your mind. Watch this. The greatest architecture on earth is in Persia, what you call Iran. Okay, Persian architecture. Let me show you. Iran, watch this. Look at this. The greatest architecture you will ever see on the face of the planet are the Persians. You can't create that without cymatics. That's the Persians. And they're brainwashing you to hate these incredible people. Look at this. Look at this. You see, they don't tell you this when they talk about the Persians. And many will say this is Tartaria. This is not Tartaria. This is Persians. And they want to destroy this. Because this history like this, okay, which I believe they destroyed all over Africa. Okay? Watch this. Look at this. This is Persian architecture. This is what we were, and the Persians kept it. Europeans, yes, the Europeans did live underground before the mud floods. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, you know why? Because the frequency of the earth was stronger than on the surface. And the memory is under there. So when I tell you guys, so I want you guys to go on your own and research ancient. Look at this. Look at this building. Look at this building of Persian architecture. I'm going to make it bigger. This is a building, people. That's a building. Yes, cymatic levitation, absolutely, because you can use sound to levitate. Let me move that. This is a building, people. This is a building. An emerald building in Iran. Do you see? They don't tell you this. And you know why they want to destroy this? Because they don't want the world knowing this is the kind of stuff that humans were doing. It's a dreamscape. Magical. Exact. You understand why I say that the ancient Persians, the ancient Hindus, the Sufis, the Africans, the Beethoven, that was the only European I know who, when I listened to his music, I could tell he's traveling the information field. Okay? And this is what they pull out. Let me show you what they can pull out from the information field. You see, look at this. A dreamscape. This is an emerald dreamscape. Doesn't this look like someone is dreaming? The Persians were masters at traveling the information field. Look at this one. Look at this. Where do you think you would see this? Oh, because there were, Jay, to answer your questions, there were multiple destructions of the earth and multiple destructions of the humans. Look at this. This is the Persians again. You think someone just took a pen and illustrated this? No, they were traveling the information field. And they pulled this out. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at India. And let me tell you something. Africa had their own. It looks like a web. Yeah, that's why I said they were traveling the information field. You got it. ABS, you got it. What did I say? Who controls the information field? Does anyone remember who I taught you controls the information field? And that is why sacred geometry has a history in Persia. It wasn't the only place. Look at Africa. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you the Africans, even though the ancient African structures were blown up. Okay, watch this now. Ancient African, oh Lord, what is it called? It's called, oh shoot, they just erased my mind. It's called fractals. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is how the Africans used to build. Hold on. Look at this necklace. Let me make it bigger. Hold on. Okay. Where do you think the Africans pulled this out? All of this got demolished. And then the Africans were told they had no history. Hey, historian. Hey, Connor. By the way, they're zapping my brain. You guys got it. The spider is the one. The queen spider, not the rogue spider. Let me see this again. Not the rogue. We are battling a rogue spider. Right? Goji Gel in Sudan. I'm going to look it up. So the Africans were masters at fractals and fractal buildings as well, much of which were blown up. And then they told the Africans you had Dojigel. And then they told the Africans you had no history. Look at this. What does this look like, guys? What does this look like? Can anyone guess? Isn't this a necklace? And the Africans are bound by what? A necklace. You see it? The fractals. Look at this. The Moors built all over the world. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so it wasn't just the Persians. There's a queen spider and there's a rogue spider. It wasn't just the Persians, but what happened is the African buildings, the structures, they blew up and then bombed the Africans, lasered them back to the Stone Age, and then they say, you have no history. Ah! So we have the Persians with the fractals. The Persians with the fractals. Look here. See, they don't tell you this. And look at this. This looks like a necklace. Look at this. This is Persian architecture. Okay? Look at this. They don't tell you this about the Persians. Look at this. Look. Why do you think they want this history destroyed? Look at this. You think they could build this stuff today? Look at this. Look at this. This is one of my favorite buildings in Persia. Look at this. You see, they don't tell you these things. They tell you, the Persians are. Why? You know why? Because they want them destroyed. They want this knowledge of what. Look at this. Do you see the face? Do you see the face watching you? And the ancient Persians were not the only ones to travel the information wave. That's a building, people. The Africans traveled the information highway too, but much of the African buildings were destroyed. Remember, Africa's been colonized a very long time. And much of their buildings were destroyed and they were kept getting bombed back into the Stone Age. Look at this African fabric and look at this Persian building. It's the same thing. You see the continuity? Let's put them side by side. And then we get started, right? Hold on. One second here. I'm trying to find it. Sorry. Okay, that's the building. And let's look at the African fabric. I'm going to put them side by side, right? Look at that. Look at that. Look at this part of the building. Look at this part of the building. You guys are only seeing, hold on. They're only showing you. That's crazy. Okay. You guys are seeing this? Right? Look at up here. Oh, wow. They're hiding the African. These people are wicked as hell. Hold on. They're hiding the African, unbelievable. They're hiding the African, whatchamacallit? Oh my goodness. They're hiding the African tapestry. Oh my goodness. They're hiding it. What the hell? That's crazy. Hold on. Let me stop sharing and let me share again. Present, share screen. These people are demons. Okay, this one. Share. Do you guys see it? Okay, look at it now. Watch this. This is an African fabric to your left. This is an ancient Persian structure. Look at the top here. Why does this look like an ancient African fabric? Okay. Why? And Persia's all the way over there and Africa's all the way over there. Why? Because there was one civilization on the earth, people. They were in Africa, they were in Asia, they were in Europe, they were in the Americas. There was one ancient civilization. One. And no, they were not all cannibals. No, they were not all raping people. They got invaded. Like we are getting invaded now and terraformed, right? So anyway, back to the information wave. So the ancients, the reason why they want to bomb places like Iran is because these people have the knowledge. Human beings built this, people. Humans. There are old maps of the African continent showing massive cities on the coasts of Africa. Where did all those cities go? massive cities on the coasts of Africa, which does not align. North Africa, East Africa, South Africa, West Africa, massive cities. Where did they go? Where did they go? Okay. All right, guys. I wanted to show you guys that, right? So really quickly, let's get to the information field. So really short, there are several people, groups of people on the earth still left who have the knowledge, the ancient knowledge of how to use sound and your spirit to travel the information field and to get downloads. So it's a little bit different from regular psionics, where you just look at something and intuitively it tells you what's there. It's a little bit different from remote viewing, okay? Because this uses a combination of sound and your spirit. You following? You're following? Jay, I don't have the answer of how they did it because these ancient humans, they're not around anymore because of all these wars, but the genetics is still in the Persians. And I think that's why they want to destroy the Persians, because they want to get rid of the genetics. They do not, you think they want buildings like this left standing, knowing that these buildings were built by humans, which means humans were advanced? No, they don't want that. They want you dumb and stupid. They want us dumb, stupid zombies. Okay, so that's cymatics, right? So we're not here for that today. We're here for something else. And the Europeans have cymatics in their buildings too, but that was taken over. You know how it goes. The Europeans have cymatics in their buildings. The Native Americans, they built with cymatics as well. When you look at the geometrical patterns, okay, you see the cymatics. You see that it's one sound that produced these patterns, and then they built on the formation of these patterns. I mean, look at how glorious this is. Can you imagine sleeping here? Yes, they're very jealous. Absolutely. Who would want to bomb something like this? World War I and World War II bombings, it was to destroy the old world building. Not just the old world buildings, the genetics. The genetics. But I want to teach you guys another place where the genetics hide. So the genetics hide in the information field, right? That's the field all around you. There's a second place where the genetic lines hide. They hide in the ley lines. Yes, SDL, that's because they reduced our brains. The genetic, listen to me carefully, people. I'm giving you guys the codes. Yes, the ley lines were built using harmonics. That's why you want to become harmonized. Now, do you understand why they weaponized music and turned us into violent criminals? Because they want to distort the harmony. Can you imagine the dreams you will have sleeping here in this building? Hi, Chikere. Right? So the genetic codes, listen carefully. This is why you must sing and you must make music, beautiful music, not music. Okay? Watch this. You must make music, not moo, meaning moo, sick. Okay? Music, not moo sick. What we have today is moo sick, which is making people sick. Now, one of the things you must become is you must create melodies. You must become a song. Oh, do you know that the ancients were songs? Humming. You got it. Hummingbird. We must become hummingbirds. By the way, the country I was born in is called Land of the Hummingbird, Ieri. That was the Carib name. We must become a song again. Are you guys listening to how you tap in? Is anyone listening? We must become a song. Okay? Sacred cows, you got it. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised, right? So one of the things, Jay, I wouldn't be surprised. So one of the things you want to do is you want to become a song and you want your genetics to be encoded in song. Why? Because some of the information in the information field you cannot pull out with just words. You cannot tap in with just remote viewing. You have to tap in with harmonics. Harmonics. Now, let me show you when I was traveling the information field, right? And if you guys want to do a group training on this, on how to become a song to tap in and to pull out knowledge for the next one, I'll do it. Yes, all of nature produces a sound. And we know when you're walking through the forest and nature gets really quiet. Does everyone know what happens when nature becomes really quiet? Does anyone know? Yes, the Om. Yes, you guys got it. Does anyone know what happens when nature becomes really quiet? If you're walking through the forest and all of a sudden it becomes really quiet. A predator! You got it! A predator! I don't know what the frequencies the ancient Persians used, but I do know they used the frequency to create those buildings. The Hindus too. It's sound, right? So watch this. So I was traveling the information field, right? Let's see if I can make this bigger. Is there any way to make it? And I use religious music. I'm not religious, but I use gospel music, but really good gospel music to travel. That's what I use. Okay. And when I started traveling, all of a sudden, and this is a good word, all of a sudden, what I heard, let me stop this now. Now, listen carefully, right? So, when I started traveling, the information field, okay, Black Johnny, congratulations, bring it out, but make sure the music is clean and pure. Clean and pure, because we have enough, you know, clean, pure music. And I'm quite sure you're going to do that, right? So, watch this. When I was traveling the information field, okay, every time I ascended, do I have your attention, guys? Jay, you're welcome. Press 1 if I have your attention, because I want you guys to get this right. Thank you, Unika. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Black Johnny. Tennessee, ABS. Okay, wonderful. Now listen carefully because I'm teaching you guys. I want you guys to practice this. But guys, find clean, pure music. Do not travel. If you want to start practicing yourself, for the love of God, do not travel using dark music, using corrupt music, using music with corrupt lyrics. Because you're going to pull out of the information field something you're not going to want and you may not be able to get rid of. When you travel, this is why I will not do this type of exercise publicly. When you travel, make sure the music is clean. Make sure the lyrics are clean. Make sure your spirit is clean, right? Okay. So this morning, right before I started the live stream, right? My spirit said to me, go play music. And I'm like, ah, shoot, I'm about to start this live stream. My spirit said, go play music. And I started to play the music. And every time I tapped in, when the music would reach a crescendo and my spirit anchored itself to the music. Okay, I'll teach you guys how to anchor. Okay, I will teach you how to anchor your spirit and then ride. Okay, it reached a crescendo. Okay, meaning a really high point in the sound before they started riding. And every time I tapped in to the crescendo, all of a sudden a massive portal opened above me. I pulled out and I went back because I was working, and then something said to me, go back and tap in again. And I tapped in again. Okay, and when I tapped in again, it reached another crescendo. And as I anchored my spirit, held the crescendo, a massive portal opened. I said, oh my God. I said, okay, I'm getting a message. So what I did is I said, okay, so I played out the music and I let my spirit travel, just travel with the songs, right? And then I played another song. And then all of a sudden there was an energy, a surge. As you guys know, I've been battling fatigue. I told you guys I'm battling this horrible fatigue because they rolled out smart meters on the side of the house, which is vampire technology. We're gonna start the stream today. We're gonna get it done, right? So as I began to ride the wave, my energy level started to surge again. And that's when I saw the vision. Listen carefully to what I saw. I literally saw that the gates, but I don't know where these ancient gates are. I don't know where they're located. Now listen carefully. I saw the ancient gates open. I said, whoa. I said, the ancient gates. The second thing I saw was a massive army come through the gates. The army that was coming through the gates was an army that was sent to help the human race. Meaning they're not our enemies. And they started coming through the gates. Now, this is what I picked up. What I picked up as the gates were opened is I was told, it was like a download inside of my body. It said, this is how they were able to take over the planet. They shut down the ancient gates. Then they went and opened up artificial gates, and they're bringing in monsters into this realm. Okay? Did you guys catch that part? They shut down the natural ancient gates, right? And then they created these artificial gates, and they used sound, okay, which is what created the universe, sound, and to bring in monsters in this realm. And now the monsters are tearing up the planet. So then my spirit said, go get your tarot cards. Look at this, guys. Watch this. Watch this. These are my tarot cards I went to pull. Watch this. A gate. Look at this. Gate. Do you see the gate? One. Gate. I pulled each one of these cards one after the next. Gate. That's the second card. And I'm going to tell you about this symbol in a second. This is the third card. You see the gate? The fourth card, gate. 5 cards. Fifth card, gate. Non-stop gates, 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 gates. Now this card, I'm watching the series Dominion. And in the series Dominion, it tells you how they came here. Watch the series Dominion. Dominion are ancient books. Listen carefully. The series Dominion was taken from ancient books held under the Vatican. That is what my spirit said to me. My spirit said to me, Renetta, the Vatican are releasing the truth and giving the truth to Hollywood writers and Hollywood producers to create into movies. And they're releasing the truth using Hollywood movies. And in the series Dominion, the series starts out with a sun gate. And around the gates are symbols. And I looked at those symbols. I said, this is Amharic. This is Ge'ez. This is Ethiopian. But anyway, the chosen child in the series, there is a statue of the symbol of the coming of the chosen child. I just started watching this series 3 days. I pulled these cards today. The symbol for the chosen child in the series Dominion is this card. This hand symbol is the symbol of the chosen child. Right here. I just started watching the series 3 days ago, and I pulled this card today, the exact symbol of the chosen child. Yes, SDL. Now, this is what I got today. My spirit kept saying, the gates are open. The gates, the ancient gates are opened. And the ancients are now able to come through to put down the rebellion on this planet. So what I was picking up was that they blocked the gates from opening. Remember the spider cobwebs they have around the planet called satellites? No problem, Lima. We just started. Welcome, Captain. Advice. Welcome. Remember the cobwebs we have around planet Earth. Let me show you the satellite cobwebs. Let me show you. This is what the satellite cobwebs look like. Elon Musk satellite cobwebs. Look at this. You think anything could get through that geofence? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. We're getting into today's show. You think anything could penetrate. And there's a reason why the cobwebs they don't go to the North Pole and they don't go to the South Pole. You think anything is penetrating these cobwebs? And this is your Lord and Savior, Elon Musk. Okay? Electromagnetic web, exactly. That's the cobwebs around the planet. Now, the planet had a grid, and the grid had gates. And I think it's this technology that they use to shut down the ancient gates so the ancients don't come back to help us. Yes, advice, you got it. But what I saw today was this. The gates have been opened, and it's a massive army coming in to help the human race. But what I was told is, at the appointed time, the humans must get up and fight. What I was told is, at the appointed time, the humans must rise up and fight. Right? So that's the vision I had this morning about the ancient gates, the gates being open, meaning the grid, the ancient gates that were gridded on the earth. Okay, so the ancients could come through, right? And they jammed up those gates and they put the planet under a spider cobweb. Now watch this. There's something else I needed to show you guys. Hold on. Where is that? Okay, not this one. There's something else I needed to show you guys. Okay, so move this. Let's close these out. Okay. Where is this? Hold on one second here. Let me pull it up. They deleted it from my these people are crazy. Now watch this. Remember the shutdown that occurred. Hold on. Does anyone remember the shutdown that occurred recently? Does anyone remember the shutdown, the attack that occurred? That shut down all the data centers? Do you want to know the name of the ransomware? Now it's time for the teaching. Thank you, Quest. Nobody else? Nobody else? Now it's time for the teaching. I'm going to show you guys what's going on. Okay? Okay, Avia, CrowdStrike. You got it. CrowdStrike. No, I'm not teaching this for anyone to be afraid. I always tell people, no, 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 no. No fear. You just need to know what's going on. SDL, yeah. Yeah, I understand SDL. I do. I do. Okay, CrowdStrike, right? CrowdStrike. Listen carefully to the name. What are they trying to tell you, people, in the name? CrowdStrike. Who do they intend on striking? Chemtrail, welcome. Merlin, welcome. Right. Okay, CrowdStrike. People, don't just look at the shutdown. Look at the names. Striking the crowd. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, CrowdStrike. The alleged attack was on CrowdStrike, which is a code for it's time to strike the crowd, right? Watch this. Now, what ransomware did they use to dismantle CrowdStrike? It's on the screen. What is the name of the ransomware they used? It's on the screen. Marla, you got it. It's on the screen. It's on the screen. I've been teaching you guys. It's on the screen. What is the name of the ransom? Alpha Spider. Do you think that's a coincidence? You are awake today. So, what is being used to attack the infrastructure, the digital infrastructure to strike the crowd? What creature? What creature is being used to strike? What creature is being used to strike the crowd? The spider. Thank you, E. Carter. Now, does anyone remember who? Look at this. And CrowdStrike is up there. Now, watch this. Do you see the two lightning bolts, the gashes going down? who had two gashes on their face during their, I want to show you guys a code. I want to show you guys a code. Does everyone know this word? Right. Does everyone know this? Exactly. Look at the logo for CrowdStrike. People, learn to, if you watch the news and you believe what they tell you, I am so sorry, you are a zombie. If you listen to anything coming from the news and you don't learn how to break code, you are a zombie. Renata, don't call us zombie. Zombie. Renata, that's rude. Zombie. Renata, you can zombie. The news. It is not what they're telling you. The news is a code. There was someone who had two gashes on their face that looks like this. Look in the top left. Top left. A zombie. Stop calling us zombies. Okay. There was someone who was on the news. And I'm not insulting you guys. I have to piss you off to make you think. You follow it? It's not to insult. It's to piss people off so they could try to prove me wrong, to activate their thinking, questioning skills. Because 9 times out of 10, people want to be right. So if you try to prove them wrong, they will start doing their research to try to prove you wrong, and then they start thinking. It's to get people to think, not to insult, but to think. Now watch this. There was someone who recently had 2 gashes on his face. Does anyone know what these 2 gashes represent? Number 1, this is the symbol for CrowdStrike. These 2 gashes is the symbol for CrowdStrike. Okay, does anyone know these 2 slashes? What these 2 slashes also represent historically? I'll tell you. These 2 slashes are synonymous with the slash of the reptilians. Is anyone on us today? STL, you think, chemtrail! Yeah! Mandy! You got it! Hand them some love! Give Mindy and chemtrails some love. Now you know what the 2 gashes mean. Or do you guys really want me to take you there? Do you guys really want me to take you there? Do you guys do you really want me to go there? I'm about to go there. I'm about to take you there. About how old this war is. I'm about to take you there. About how ancient this war is. Okay? You're going to say, Renata, what the hell? Oh! 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 Does anyone remember this photo in the Texas desert? Does anyone remember this photo of the ancient Osirian pyramid in the Texas desert? Chemtrail, you got it. Now, let's zoom in to Osiris's face. Does anyone remember when Osiris was battling? When Osiris was battling the ancient serpent? Does anyone remember what the serpent did to Osiris, to his face? Does anyone remember what the ancients said happened at this mountain? They slashed it! Ah! With two, oh, SDL! You remember? Osiris was slashed twice. Slashed here and slashed here in a battle with the serpents fighting over humanity. Now let's get to CrowdStrike. Now who did the strike? Who did the strike? We cooking tonight. We's be cooking tonight. Get out your seasoning. Get out your seasoning salt. Get out your oil. We's be cooking tonight. Who did the strike? The spider. It was the serpent that struck Osiris. But it was the spider, they said, that will strike the crowd. People, if you are watching the news and you are watching the news, repeating back what they're telling you, that's called mind control. If you are watching the news and breaking the programs, the codes that they're passing to each other, okay? The codes, there are codes. When they tell you the news, it's codes. Now let me show you another code. Everyone knows what this word is. Okay? Everyone knows what this word is. But let me show you a code in this word. Remember, pay attention to the code. Let's see if I can get a blank screen so you can see it clearly. Okay? Watch the code. Everyone knows this word, correct? Press 1 if you know this word. We're breaking codes today about the vampires in the Matrix. And there are different kind of vampires. Avion, you got it. Okay? When you break down the word assassination, what do you get? What do you get? Let's break down the word. Let's break down the word. Okay? What do you get? SDL! Okay. I, nation. I, nation. Oh, ABF, AB. As a sin nation, making an ass of the nations. Now, watch this. What's this word? Watch this. What is this word? I just highlighted it. What is this word? What is this word? I'm about to hit you with a brick, zombie. Not you guys, the zombies that are listening, that refuse to wake up. What is this word? Nation. Thank you, Avion. Anybody else? What nation, Leanne? Anybody else? Nation, 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 nation. And what's the biblical word? Nation, 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 nation. Are you ready? And who did the spider strike? The crowd. Who did the spider strike? The crowd. Which crowd? Which crowd? Which crowd? Which crowd? Who did the spider strike? I, nation. Osirian nation. Another word for crowd is groups of people. Another word for groups of people. It's called the nations. So, who did the spider strike? The crowd. They're telling you they're gearing up the spider to strike. Who? The nation. Crowd strike. They're telling you the one who bears this symbol. The one who bears this symbol. Who carries this symbol? It's right here. Now let me show you where it really gets crazy. It wasn't an assassination. It was an I nation. Let me say it again. It wasn't an assassin. You ready for this? You don't believe me? They went, this guy, there was a guy who broke down the code, the ransomware code they found. The ransomware code, are you ready for this? Let me show you. It was a string of numbers. I'm just going to make up some numbers, right? And then the end was 33 underscore SYS. Okay? I'm just going to put some symbols. I want to show you something. Okay? Right here. Okay? Now watch this. We're breaking codes today, right? Watch this. So there was a guy who was sent. Kem, you got it. Now watch this. I'm going to show you, Kem, I'm going to show you why you're right, right? So they sent him the code for the spider. Okay, so the guy said, this is the code that they kept finding, this alpha spider that took down CrowdStrike, had a code. It was a series of numbers, and it ended, I'm just going to put plus, 33 underscore SYS. Sorry, 33. Okay, this was the code they kept having to remove. This was the code they kept having to remove. Okay, it was a string of numbers, 33 underscore SYS. 33 tells you who's behind it, right? You got it, Avion. SYS is for, because you're dealing with computers, is for systems. Systems. But does anybody know? Does anybody know? Listen carefully. The guy said he had to keep deleting this spider code. Now I'm about to break down. Listen carefully. Let's backtrack. Okay? Let's backtrack here. Hold on. Remember, we're dealing with an alpha spider, okay, that took down CrowdStrike, whose symbol is the reptilian vril symbol, whose symbol is the reptilian symbol, and whose symbol is the Nazi vril symbol. Does anyone remember? Remember, this is a Nazi double lightning bolt. Okay? Does anyone remember what helped the Nazis escape? I'm about to tie it out here. Who helped the Nazi escape from Europe? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember who helped the Nazis escape? It's on the screen. I taught you guys this. It's on the screen. Nope, it's on the screen. I highlighted it. Who helped the Nazis escape? The spider. The spinner. The spinner. The spin. Not America. It's on the screen. Die Spinne, the German for the spider, was a post-World War II organization that helped certain Nazi war criminals escape. What struck the crowd? Let me say this again. We're breaking code today. CrowdStrike. What hit CrowdStrike? Angels said I'm mostly German. The Alpha Spider. Okay, watch this. If this is a Nazi symbol of the Vril, and it was a spider that took it down. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. It was a spider that took down CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike symbol. Advice, you're not listening. Let me say it again. It was a spider. Let me say it again. It was a spider that took down striking the crowd. The symbol for striking the crowd is the Nazi double lightning bolt, which is the Vril symbol. When we go back into World War II, we learn it was the spider. We learned that it was the spider that helped the Nazis escape. So who struck the crowd? Operation, yes, that's the Queen Spider. We're talking about the rogue. Yes, Metacrawler is the spider Google uses to index everything on the web, on the internet. Die Spinne! Ah! Hold on, it gets better. Now watch this. Now, the code that they kept finding, people, wake up, because I'm telling you, it was an I nation. Who are they going to make an ass of? Let me ask you again before I break this part down, this code. Before I break the code, this is the arachnid code that they found that took down CrowdStrike. I don't remember the numbers that came before, but it was 33_sys. 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 Great. STL, you got it. It was an I nation. So they're about to make an ass of the nation. Okay. When the developers went to find the corrupt code that took down CrowdStrike, they kept finding a code that looked like this. A string of numbers, 33_sys. Okay, now we already said crowd is the nation. Crowd is the nation. Crowd strike. We're striking the crowd with an I nation. The code tells you who did it. But the code is also going to tell you the next level of attack. Now, everyone will say _SYS is systems. Fine, because they're dealing with tech. But does anyone know what people in the LGBTQ movement call heterosexual people? I am not talking and saying gay people are behind this. Let me put, because some people are just slow and they're looking for someone to hurt. Let me see this again. They call them cis. Did anyone catch that? Let me just do a disclaimer here. Let me do a disclaimer. Okay. This is not against gay people. You are dealing with a rogue AI. You are dealing with a rogue spider. I have to say this because people are simple. You are dealing with a rogue AI. You're dealing with a rogue spider. You're dealing with Nazi cycles. I'm talking about at the top. Now, when they found the code that took down the crowd using the spider, the code was 33_cis. Can anybody tell me who they're coming after? Which part of the nation? Which part of the crowd? Let me type in CrowdStrike here. Hold on. Can anybody tell me? Which part of the crowd they're going to strike? Heterosexuals! Now do you see the I nation that they're plotting? Not for the love of God. It is not gay people doing this. I know many people want someone to destroy. It is not gay people doing this. You're dealing with a rogue AI. The people who produce offspring, women, heterosexuals, females, the straight, heterosexual man, the cis, the system. Cis is equal. Look at this. We're breaking code today. Cis equals system. The system is people. The crowd they're about to strike is the system. But who in the system is called cis? Heterosexuals. People. They're plotting against the heterosexuals. That is the entire code. Did you guys catch the code? This is the code they found. And I got this from a video from someone else. The code was 33_cis. I said, cis? Cis is short for system. But the system is mainly controlled by what they call cisgender. Did you guys catch that? Okay. That is the I nation they're coming to dismantle. The ones who can produce offspring. It's right there. If you can break the codes, if you are watching the news and you are not breaking code, you should not be watching the news. Now, here where it gets really crazy. Let me show you this. And who created this alpha spider? Let me show you. And the wind cries, Jeffrey. Biohacking humans with DNA, nanotechnology, IoT, and 5G. Let me show you the spider at work. Okay? Let me show you the alpha spider. The ransomware. Everyone type ransomware. We're decoding today. ABS, you got it. Jeffrey Epstein. Everyone type ransomware. Let me show you who brought the spider that is hiding in the grid that I warned the people about. Run somewhere. Yes, run somewhere, because the spider, they released the spider to take out the sis. Run somewhere. Okay, you guys are ready. We're alert. Watch this. Could it be? This is Diplomat magazine. This is a magazine for diplomats, not conspiracy theorists. I'm not yelling, I'm excited. This is a magazine for diplomats, not conspiracy theorists. This is a magazine for high-level diplomats, not conspiracy theorists. I'm going to say it again. This is a magazine in the European Union for diplomats, not conspiracy theorists. Are you ready, people? Are you ready to start sizzling today? Do you have your barbecue sauce? Do you have your seasoning salt? Do you have your hot oil? Do you have your Chinese pepper oil? Are we going to be cooking jollof rice today? What are we going to be cooking today? Are we making barbecue chicken? Oh, what are we going to be cooking today? Are we going to be barbecuing outside? Are we going to be cooking inside? Are we going to be making some curry goat, curry duck? Are we going to be cooking some roasted duck today? We're going to be cooking. Okay, I'm about to drop you the hammer. Now, this is the Diplomat magazine for all diplomats in the European Union. Could it be that the quack, 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 that they want to push on us using some kind of pandemic as a pretext are connected to some kind of deranged transhumanistic scenario? Apparently, Jeffrey Epstein, pay attention, remember the word ransomware, because we's be cooking today. We making jambalaya because we go jam, ball, all of y'all. Jeffrey Epstein had a maniacal goal to seed the entire human race with his DNA. No sausage, use vegans. We's be cooking today. Okay, here we go. Jeffrey Epstein had a maniacal goal to seed the entire human race with his DNA. Now listen. If I read between the lines correctly, or if I read between the lines correctly, watch this. The fulfillment of this deed would take injecting his genetic code into the DNA of every human. Oh, we making sausage today? Did you guys hear what I said? Bingo, Avion. That's why you got to watch the series Dominion. We making fried dumplings and callaloo. Oh, watch this. Watch this. I'm going to read it again. Jeffrey Epstein had a goal to seed the entire human race with his DNA by injecting his genetic code into the DNA of every human. Hold on. However, spreading his genetic footprint on the whole of humanity by impregnating a bunch of rape victims did not seem realistic. Watch this. It is well known that he used to hang out with prominent scientists from Harvard and MIT. So why did he lavishly fund synthetic biology and genetic engineering? Now watch this word. We're going to look for this word. Watch this. Let me move this. Epstein had an executive assistant named Kimberly Espinosa, with whom the Alpine Security founder, the nanotech IoT 5G blogger from above, shares the same last name. It could just be a coincidence, right? Alpine Security. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Everyone press 1. I need your attention. Press 1. Press 1. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Unica. Thank you, ABS. Thank you, Mapako. Thank you, Leilani. Okay, I have your attention. What was the word I told you guys to look for in the spider attack? Thank you, Pyramids, Angels, Priscam, Kem, Marla. I got Rasta, Jules, Sherry. I got your attention. What was the word I told you look for? Here. There was a word I told you to focus on. Ransomware. 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 Pay attention. The spider uses ransomware. Now pay attention. Pay attention. Alpine Security that Jeffrey Epstein was connected to is focused on, watch this, ransomware and health care security, mainly protecting medical devices from profit. Watch this, terror. Do you see this word? I, nation. Let me make it bigger. Do you see this? I'm not yelling, I'm excited. I'm sorry. Do you see this word? Alpine Security that was connected to Jeffrey Epstein was focused on what? Ransomware and healthcare security to protect nanotech, to protect 5G, to protect IoT from I, nation. To protect medical devices from terror attacks and I, nation. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Are you sitting down? You better be sitting down. You better be sitting down. You better be sitting down. The founder of the company originates from the military industrial complex before starting his own company. Okay? Now watch this. He worked as a senior consultant for cyber technology for TechGuard, specializing in anti-ransom technology. Look at his clients: DHS, DOD, DOL, DISA, Marfor Cyber, US Cybercom, Fly Cybercom, etc. Now watch this. Whitney Webb wrote of Epstein's connection with Cyber Reason, another shadowy tech firm deeply connected to Unit 8200 of where? Unit 8200 where? Watch this. Watch this. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you what they were working on. They were working on anti-ransom and health care. Okay? Such products can obviously be, watch this, weaponized once developed. And they use it. Are you ready for this? Let me show you. Whoever, watch this, whoever has such capabilities is only one step away, watch this, from being in the position to blackmail anyone on the planet. Did you guys catch that? So, watch this. The bio-tech in people's bodies can be subjected to ransomware attacks. Let me say it again. The biotech in people's bodies can be subject where they can hold a person's body hostage. Let me say it again. The ransomware from the spider, what Jeffrey Epstein was working on, the ransomware from the spiders, not just medical devices, but tech in the body, can hold entire countries hostage. Let me say it again. Jeffrey Epstein was working on technology to put into the body of the nation, of the crowd, so that he could strike the crowd and hold the people hostage inside their bodies. Using the spider, the spinne. I'm sorry, I'm not yelling. I'm excited. Using the spider. Listen, from being in the position to blackmail just about anybody on the planet. And who's the one with the power to do this? Not only that, watch this. They said in this article, you got to read the article, I'm thinking of the word. They said they can hold, let me see. Here we go. Ready? Are you ready for this? I found it. Jeffrey Epstein was working on the technology, putting his DNA into the quack, 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 quack. When you put what was in the quack, quack, quack into your body, listen carefully. Listen carefully. If a hacker took over your inner nanotechnology devices, they could demand a ransom with fatal consequences. If you're unwilling to pay, they could easily turn your body against you and make you suffer, get sick, or kill you. Watch this. This is where it gets crazy. You ready for this? One of the most exciting applications of nanotechnology, which was Harvard, is inhalable particulates. Hold on. Hold on, there was one I was missing. Let me just put it here. Hold on. I want to show you this really quickly. Here we go. The brief research only scratches the surface of the transhumanistic underground network of hacking governments. The technology in the people's bodies. I was the one telling the people this is what they were doing 5 years ago. They will hack the government by putting the tech in the body and holding the government hostage. This is what Jeffrey Epstein was working on. Yes, chemtrail, you got it. Watch this. Let me get the fourth one. Okay? Watch this. However, it is quite apparent that those in command are hell-bent on biohacking humanity in order to establish the transhumanist tyranny. Watch this. Watch this. You ready for this? Another spider in the World Wide Web. SDL, you got it. They've been biohacking that hologram, making that hologram look inept. They created a new spider. And I told you, I've been telling you, the spider is not new. It is the rogue spider. Which spider is this? This is the spider. Hold on. The spider they put into the web that is behind transhumanism is the female spider that helped the Nazis escape Germany. This is what is in that region today. This is what is controlling that country that Christians love today. Okay? So you saw that. So if anyone thinks that Epstein is dead, they're a zombie. They're a zombie. Today I wanted to decode this symbol, but we're going to have to do a part 3 for this. Okay? The ransomware, the spider is Lilith. You got it, Leilani. Now let me tell you. The ransomware that is in the body, it is to hold the nation captive so that the government would be blackmailed into paying the, what do you call the people who the people who take hostages, terrorists. Let me say it again. The ransomware in the quack is to hold the people of the nation hostage. So that if the government does not comply, they will turn the citizens on the government. Now, do you understand why a certain person showed up in Washington the other day? Hey, ABS. This is a rogue spider, and her children have taken over the internet. Now do you understand why, no matter what the people say in the United States, their government is not listening? Because their government knows what's in their bodies. And their government knows who's holding the citizens hostage. And the government knows that the next strike is on the system. System. Now, who is controlling the spinner? Who is controlling the spinner? It's on the screen. It's on the screen. Yes, Sherry, they're finding eggs being laid. Sherry, to answer your question, they're finding eggs being laid inside of the... Yes, you got it. The ends. Now watch this. Are you ready for me to drop the bombshell on you? Okay, let's break the final code. Okay, do you know this coin? This is called the Havara coin. Okay, this is called the Havara coin. Does anyone know this coin? Does anyone know who minted this coin? Does anyone know who minted this coin? What two groups minted this coin? Okay. This coin was minted. It was an agreement. It's not a fake. This coin is real. There was an agreement between the Zionists and the Nazis after, bingo, Sherry, you got it. The Zionists and the SDL, you got it. There was an agreement between the Zionists and the Nazis in Germany about the Jewish people. Let me say this again. There was an agreement between the Zionists and the Nazis about the Jewish people. They both agreed that the Jewish people should move to Palestine. And this coin was minted as part of the agreement. Now, here is where it gets crazy. Okay? I want you guys to see this with your own two eyes. So nobody could say, I'm making this up. This coin was minted in German. Okay? This coin was minted in German. We are going to translate what the coin said. Okay? We are on Google and we're translating. This is what the coin says in German. Okay? Okay. In German, so nobody can say I'm making it up, it says, Ein Nazi facht nach Palästina. It says, I'm not making it up. Ein Nazi facht nach Palästina. Untersagt davon ihm Angriff. Everyone is seeing this on the page. This has nothing to do with the regular German people. Listen to me very carefully. This has nothing to do with the regular German people. These are the powers. Let me say this again. This has nothing to do with the regular German people. The regular German people had nothing to do with this. These were the powers that did this. Now listen carefully to what it says. Ein Nazi, Fach nach Palästina. Ein Nazi. Hold on. Nazi? Whose symbol is this? Whose symbol is this? Thank you, Leilani. Thank you, Avion. Whoa, wait, hold on. Whoa. Ein Nazi Facht nach Palästina. Whose symbol is this? Okay. On the inverse, we have the Nazi symbol Urdesalt, davon ihm Angriff. What country bears this symbol? That ain't no Star of David, Patrick. Okay, we established whose symbol that is. All right, let's translate. Ein Nazi Facht nach Palästina Undersalt davon ihm Angriff. Translation. A Nazi goes to Palestine and pays for it in the attack. What? Who did the coin say was headed to Palestine? Did it say Hebrews was going to Palestine? Did it say God's chosen? Did it say the 12 tribes? Did it say the 12 tribes moved to Palestine? Did they say the 12 tribes were going to Palestine? Did they say the Hebrews were moving to Palestine? Did they say? Who did they say was moving to Palestine in 1948? Did they say the 12 tribes? Did they say the Hebrews? And are you ready for this? Let me show you. Let me show you. Whose flag is this? Whose symbol is this? Ein Nazi wacht nach Palästina. Whose flag is this? Whose symbol is on that coin? Ein Nazi wacht nach Palästina. To do what? What did they go there to do? Launch the attack! Let me tell you again. Whose flag is this? Whose symbol is this? What does it say? What does it say? Ein Nazi wacht nach Palästina. What does that mean? A Nazi goes to Palestine and pays for it in the attack. What attack? What attack, people? Wake up! What are they planning to do? What are they provoking the Russians to do? Yes, chemtrails! What are they provoking the Russians? What are they provoking the Iranians? What are they provoking? Ein Nazi wacht nach Palästina. Untersalt davon ihm. Angriff! Strike! 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 How? How are they planning to strike? CrowdStrike! Who in the crowd? They're planning to dismantle the CIS. Jay, I know there's a lot of people who are telling you the Nazis get a lot of shtick. Listen to me carefully. The Nazis were not good. Listen to me carefully. Neither of them are good. But they didn't tell you who the Nazis really were. That is the problem. I am telling you who the Nazis were by their own work. Their own work. Who went to Palestine? You don't believe me? You still don't believe me? Let me show you who the Nazis really are. But before we do that, how did the Nazis escape Germany? I'm going to show you who the real Nazis are. I'm going to show you who the real Nazis are. How did the Nazis escape Germany? How did they escape? The spider! That whole situation in Germany was way more complicated. Way more complicated than people understand. The spider! The spider! Now watch this. They told you the Nazis were blonde-haired, blue-eyed Germans. Okay. They told you the Nazis. I'm about to show you who the Nazis were. Nazi. Whose library is this? Whose library is this? Look at the top left. Whose symbol is this? Whose symbol is on this coin? Whose symbol is this? You see, I don't do hearsay. And I don't have a dog in this fight. I bring people facts that you can historically prove. I don't do bias. Let me show you again. Whose symbol is on the back of this coin? Whose symbol is this in this library? You've been lied to, people. Now let me read to you what a true Nazi is. In biblical usage, Nazi, it's right there, equals the bloodline of Judah. A prince signifies an important person ranging from a king to a tribal chief. Watch this. When the Nazi sits as a king, the Nazi has a government. The government is called the Nazim. Are you ready for what I'm about to hit you with? Whatever it is, we've been lied. The Nazis were not some blonde-haired, blue-eyed Germans. We were lied to. Not you. I'm not yelling at you. I just get excited. Now watch this. Now watch it. Guys, did you look at Hitler? How could a man with black hair be controlling 6-foot, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 7-foot Germans? It doesn't make sense. Hitler was 5 feet tall with black hair, controlling 7-foot Germans with blonde hair. And the people come to tell you the Nazis are blonde hair, blue eyes. People, wake up, wake up, wake up. Nazi is not a German word. Nazi is a Jewish word. Nazi is not a German word. Let me say it again. Nazi is, they did a massive spell on Germany and turned the Nazis blonde hair with blue eyes. They were never blonde hair with blue eyes. Nazi means king. But watch this. Oh, I'm about to lose everybody today. Oh, does anyone remember who was, hold on. Let me take that back. I shouldn't say they weren't blonde hair with blue eyes. I shouldn't say, because the Nazi Messiah is blonde hair with blue eyes. I should say that. I'm sorry. The Nazi Messiah is blonde hair with blue eyes. But the Nazis were not ethnic German people. They cast a spell over Germany. Hitler and his Reich were Nazim, because Nazim is a king of a specific bloodline. Let me say it again. You don't just wake up and become a Nazi. It's impossible. You cannot. You cannot wake up and say, Heil Hitler, and become a Nazi. It doesn't work like that. You have to have blood to be a Nazi. Now watch the fuckery. Does anyone remember who they claimed, by the way, the Nazi could be blonde hair and blue eyes for them. Blonde hair and blue eyes for them. But the German people need to be careful. Okay? I shouldn't say their Nazim is not blonde hair with blue eyes. But you blonde-haired people and blue-eyed people need to be careful. Blonde-haired people and blue-eyed people who have nothing to do with this, you need to be careful. You need to be careful, because they're Nazi. Nazi means prince. Nazim means his government. Okay? They're not seem has blonde hair and blue eyes. They're not seem, they do. They're not seem. They're Prince. Now, who recently had an eye nation? Of course, no, Stalin was worse. But Stalin was not a Nazim. Stalin was a Zionist. You get it? Jay, you missed a lot. You got to go back where I broke down the Nazim and the Zionists had a peace agreement. Go back when I look at that. I ain't taking sides. They all hate humans. People, they all hate humans. That's what we got to get. Okay, Trump. Okay, now watch this. He recently had an eye nation. He recently had an eye nation. What color is his hair? Anyone know the color of his hair? Okay, blonde. What's the color of his eyes? Blue. Okay, here we go. Ah, damn, they just zapped my brain. Okay. Do you know who the people with the zombies? The zombies blocked it. Oh, hold on. The people who carry this symbol. The people who carry this symbol. Listen carefully. The people who carry this symbol proclaimed 4 years ago, okay? The people who carried this symbol. Ah, the fuckers keep blocking it. Ah, here we go. Found it. Ah! Ah! Orange juice has been claimed. Look at the top, people. Boy, ein Nazi fought nach Palästina. Ein Nazi. The people who bear this symbol. The people who bear this symbol. The people who bear this symbol. Orange juice, orange marmalade, Senor Marmalade has been anointed by the people who bear this symbol as the Messiah. Right here, it's in the newspaper. It's in the newspaper. Now, who is the Messiah? And what is he called? The Messiah is called the Nazi. The Messiah is called the Nazi. It's right there, people. This is the new, I'm going to send it to you because some of you are still going to be like, hey, this can't be possible. He was anointed by the rabbis in that country. And the rabbis is the one who determines the Nazi. And funny, the person who wrote the article was Rabinowitz, which is rabbi. Look at who wrote the article. Rabinowitz, rabbi. The rabbis, only over 100 rabbis anointed him the Messiah, but you don't understand what the Messiah is unless you understand Nazi! Ah! And the government, what does it say about the Messiah? The government will be on his shoulders, which means the Nazi must pick a world government, and the government is called Nazim. The Fourth Reich. And where is the Nazi government? Where is the headquarters of the Nazim? Jerusalem! Jerusalem! Let me say it again. Who went to Palestine? Ein Nazi wacht nach Palästina und er sollt davon ihm Angriff. Who helped them to get there? Who helped the Nazim? Die Spinne, die Spinne, die Spinne, die Spinne. Who launched the attack on the crowds? Who launched the attack on the crowds? Die Spinne, die Spinne, die Spinne. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Love you guys. Don't get struck. Repeat after me. Yes, he has one eye. Yes, he does. Remember, it's three of them. It's three of them. It's three of them. Listen to me carefully. Don't get struck. What's another word for strike? Jab. Don't get jabbed. Don't get jabbed. Because they're going the 33s. When he was struck, there was a bunch of 33s all over that striking. Listen to me carefully. Another word for strike is jab. Don't get struck. When they run simulations to get you in the streets, listen to me. They're trying to get you into the streets for what? You got to be smart. Pay attention. They want you in the streets. Pourquoi? Why do they want you in the streets? Why do they want you in the streets? Why do they want you in the streets? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Why do they want you in the streets? Why do they want you in the streets? Notice I'm not saying streets. The streets. Why do they want you in the streets? Don't get struck. They're planning a strike. Don't get struck. struck. The spider, I said the spinner is planning a strike. Don't get struck. Is everyone awake today? I'm sorry, I get excited. Don't get struck. 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 They are planning a strike on the crowds. Don't get struck. Okay, guys, I've said enough. Tonight, let's wrap it up. Tonight, I started sending out, oh, by the way, let me send it out while you guys are here. While you guys are here, I'm going to send out the second email. Those of you who email me, I'm about to send out the second email now. We'll send out a third one. Hold on. Okay, I'm about to send out another email. I'm sending it out now. Let me know you received it. Okay. I'm sending out another email. I'll send out the third email later because people are not getting the emails. Okay. I just sent out the other email. This is the second email I sent out. Okay. Did you guys get it? Okay. Love you guys. Okay. See you guys there. Remember, if you can, pay the $30. If you can't, you don't have it, email me. But guys, don't email me 5 minutes before I start. I'll be like, well, I want to join. No. If you can't afford it, that's fine, because I want people to walk in knowledge, because your frequency changes, right? Just email me and say, Renata, I don't have it. I don't care. I'll let you in. But the third group, if you have some, remember we share. If you have some, you give some, right? You share. Say, Renata, I could do $5. I could do $10. Share. Fine. That's no problem. Okay? Nothing is set in stone right now. Everything is going up. So there's a strike coming. Get the knowledge, because I have a feeling, but I saw forces coming through. And tonight I'm gonna go into the vampires. Why the vampires are important, because they're a part of it. Quest for Truth, you gotta email me, love. Email me. Email me. All right? Don't get struck. It's a CrowdStrike they're planning to change the order. Don't get struck. Love you guys. See you guys there, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talk later. Bye.